Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Motivational Monday. Motivational Monday. I pray, I send all peace, love, and light to every one of you beautiful beings out there. I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day. Perfect day to go walking. We have had some very, very horribly hot days. I'm into the beauty of the weather. Truth be told, once again, welcome to the Healing Truth channel. My name is LaFrance, life coach, motivational speaker, mentor, healer, all that good stuff. Real quick, like I was saying, we have had some very, very hot days. And once again, I believe there's a wildfire. I'm not really sure where, don't quote me on it, but I seen it on the news. I watch just enough news to get the information that I need, and then I keep it moving. I don't really sit there and just bury myself and, squander in it and spend, some people spend day hours sitting there watching the news, and that's just not me. I don't really get into that like that. I get enough to get information, figure out what I'm supposed to do with it, and keep it moving. But we got to understand a lot of the things with this planet. This is just from my spiritual observation. I'm not claiming to be Miss Know-It-All. I could be wrong, but my observation is we got to understand the times that we are in now, how things are changing, even the seasons. Summers are getting hotter, winters are getting shorter. They like to say a lot of it is global warming, whatever they want to say. I don't really get wrapped up in the global warming. A lot of it is us. It has a lot to do with how we move, our energy, our thoughts, everything. When we realize how powerful we are and how much our energy affects this planet, you'll realize why a lot of things had to happen, why a lot of things are happening. That's where that CERN come in. That right there should be enough, even for people who are not in the awakening journey, not that enlightened as some of us. Hearing about the CERN should really make you question a lot of things. It should make you want to dig deeper. Like, damn, what is this really? Because a lot of the times they're not going to give you the whole truth. This is what I learned on my journey. Real truth, knowledge, and wisdom is sacred. And not everybody's going to get access to it, because you have to open this, not these, this. And so many people have been programmed to not use their third eye. Their third eye chakra is destroyed. Not only by getting these, but the things we watch, foods we eat, programming, traditions from family, ancestor traditions. A lot of the things in our habits kind of keep us closed-minded to the actual truth of this world. Me personally, with this heat, I feel that there's a lot of control. The heat is, they have control over the weather. There's control of the weather, but it's all about, opening your mind up to how Mother Nature works, Mother Gaia, why things happen the way they do. Have you ever just wondered, why the sky is blue? Like, you look up in the sky, why is it blue? I have questions. How come when they go out in space, it's always dark? They came up with so many reasons as to why, but a lot of it just doesn't make sense. And I don't think we'll ever really understand the depth of this world, of this universe, of this planet. But I think a lot of this heat and a lot of these things that's happening, I think some of this stuff is triggered. I think a lot of things are being done by man. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, Mother Earth gets tired. She has her way of reacting, but it's in Mother Earth's time. And once we start understanding how things are really happening and the control, one thing I can say, no matter what man do, and I'm speaking mankind, I'm not speaking just males, I'm speaking mankind, human beings, which is us. We only have so much power. No matter how much things they do, how much they tamper with the weather, all of that. One thing I can say, they honor the laws of the universe. They honor the laws of the Most High Creator. That's what we got to understand. We got to understand there's true loyalty on this planet by powers that be. And they are loyal to the universe, the Most High Creator. And the only reason why I say this, I'm going to say it. This is, once again, this is just my personal opinion, okay? It's my own personal opinion. I'm not saying I'm a, scientist or I know everything going on. It's just my own personal opinion. Just, hey, you could take it, do as you may with it. This is the Healing Truth channel. We all learning stuff. So, I feel like this. This is something that I talk about often. The Creator created good and evil for a reason. It's about balance. No matter how much we look at people and we see the wicked things that they do, even a lot of the people that's in power, it's either a I hate saying blessing. I really do. And I'm not saying that because, you know what? I feel like everything is what you make it. If you make it negative, it's the energy, it's the thought behind it. So I'm not even about to stretch that out because some people don't like saying blessed. They feel like it's saying you're saying be blessed because words are spells. But we got to understand too. People can say a lot of things, but God knows your spirit. The Creator spirit know, your ancestors know what you're feeling on the inside. You can have people to say things and don't feel nothing like that on the inside. It's all about the inside. So when people say be blessed, most of the time people mean that. They want you to be blessed. May the Most High Creator and the universe shower you with the things that you deserve, such as life, such as love, such as the things that you need, not always what you want. So yeah, I went off on that. I went south. But what I was saying was, we got to understand how a lot of the things, and this is just how I'm learning. I'm learning like this. I get over getting into all the negativity, even with the government, the powers that be, however, whatever. Because at the end of the day, everything has to happen this way. One thing I'm going to say, I don't agree with. I will never agree with. Whether a lot of people wanted to believe it or not, there is, no matter what the agenda, what narrative, why it was created, plotted. Racism, to me, is nothing to ever look over. I can never excuse racism. I could never just look at it and say, oh, that's just how it is. No, because there's no excuse for it. There's no justification for it. But, however, what I will say, A lot of things happen for us to open our mind and be strong. Walk in your power. Understand the things, how much control you really have, not over just your life, but over this planet and this world as a collective, especially as Black people. You know, I feel it's so important for us to start walking in our power and understanding, because I'm kind of glad things kind of died down with this whole racism narrative. I don't really get wrapped up in it. I don't. I've said it before. I honestly don't care what anybody think about me or say. I don't get wrapped up in it. I acknowledge it when it's real, and I acknowledge it when it's an agenda being pushed. That's how I am. I'm for all people at the end of the day, but I'm definitely for people who are mistreated, not just my people, but all people. But like I said before, we've been through the most. So I look at us and hold us to a higher accountability. I finally get a swing, guys. I hold us to a higher accountability and standard, because we have to do what's best for us as people. You know, we can't really depend on other people to make certain decisions for us. And where I was really going with all that's because I don't like getting into the whole racial thing, because I feel like we're all spiritual beings having a beautiful human experience. There's love in all races of people. There's hate in all races of people. The only time I really get wrapped up in it is when I acknowledge that it's real and it's genuine, because the shit do exist. We have been mistreated for many years. No matter who, what, how many people want to try to act like the shit didn't happen, it happened. You know, there was a reason why it happened. You know, and I hate to say it, we had some of our own people pushing it. So let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real how this world really been ran. It's been ran for a certain amount of control. But where I was going with that is, we've had the masculine energy running the planet for a very long time. Okay. I'm gonna cut this video short, guys, because I'm trying to swing a little bit. You know, I'm just being honest. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've been trying to get on this swing for a while. I ain't been on a swing in years. You know, that's the you know, the kid in me. You know, I want to sit up here and swing high as I can swing. You know, so, and then finish my walk. So, but where I was really going with all this, as far as the Earth, the planet, and the, you know, the weather, how our weather have been and things like that, I think it's so important for us to just keep our eyes on things to come. You know, like, we don't realize the change. There's a change in a lot of things. There's a change in the whole, there's a universal energetic shift. We got to really understand the energy change. We got to understand what the CERN is about, why they're using the CERN, why are they activating the CERN. It's time for an energy shift, you know, and people don't realize how powerful energy really is, you know, that it's real. That's why we had a lot of dark energy, because they've been up there playing in space for a very long time. For the most part, I feel like we're in a dome, you know, and there's only certain spiritual beings that can get through the dome. That's another story. I'm not even finna go into all that. But the reason why I was really trying to bring up this whole change and how the weather and things like that is, I was watching the news yesterday, just for a brief second, and I seen some guys, I'm not even sure what the show was, but they were talking about Biden, how he's looking old and barely can walk and stuff like that. And he, you know, he don't even look, I hate to say it, but he really kind of don't really look like human to me. I mean, I'm just not trying to be mean. I'm just keeping it funky. But I put it to you like this. It's time for women. I'm sorry. It is, because Men have been letting a masculine energy run this planet for so long. We're over it. We're over it already. We're over, these wars, the bickering, the testosterone. It's just like, it's time for balance now. You've had the man, now it's time for the women. So let's balance this energy out. And I feel like it's time for women to really step up and take control of this planet, because it originally belonged, it starts with the women. And it originally started with the black woman. I'm just being real, keeping it all the way real. It just is what it is. It started with us. So, hey, it's time for all of us women to come together and put some positive love on this planet. It's time for a different type of control. The way it's been ran for a long time, we over these men. I'm over the man, and I'm just, oof. And then I feel like this. I feel like a lot of our men, that some of the men that have been in power it's kind of like, with men being in power, our man's masculinity agenda shouldn't be pushed so much. It shouldn't be pushed so much to the point where it's taking away their masculinity. Like a lot of the gay agenda is being pushed on our men, and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I'm always going to stick to how I feel. I have love for everybody. Whatever you choose, that is your choice. You have a choice, and you have a choice to be respected and loved. But we don't have to agree with it. I never will agree with it. But you still get the same amount of love to me as I'm going to give to anyone else. So that's just how I feel. But I feel like a lot of our men, their masculinity has been stripped from foods, from things that they show, from some of these things that's being passed, and bills and all this stuff. It's just kind of like, it's just, and it's, we need our men. We need that energy, because it needs to be balanced out. We have too many men living in their feminine energy, and we need to balance it out. You need to be in your feminine and masculine energy, especially to run this planet. So we had enough masculine energy, testosterone, running this planet off of power, control. And to me, I don't even feel it's about money. I feel it's about control, because, you can print money. You can print money. Now we know you can go print money. So all this time, but they running out of money. That just goes in one ear out the other. They want to do away with the dollar and do this Bitcoin. So everything going technology. So that's just how that is. We can't change it. We just gotta adjust and make sure we do right and live right. And do what we need to do to start, preparing for our future, because we got to understand the changes that's coming, that they're putting the things in your face. And what I was meaning by our men masculinity, I feel like a lot of the things that have been being pushed on our men, and I'm especially going to say our black men, it's not fair. So it's kind of like, we need that back. We need our men back. We need our men to protect us, to love us, to be our emperors, our kings and things like that. We need that. It's something that's a need. That's why the Most High Creator, created us for that. He created them to be our protectors, and for us to be the one to be nurturing their partner. You have a lot of men who feel like, men and women are equal. I feel like this. I feel like we're all equal. I'm going to just put it to you like that. But I feel like we're equal because we're human. That's what makes us equal. But when it comes to our positions in lives, as women, yes, we have to be women. We have to allow our men to be men. And that's just period. This is there's no, this has nothing to do with race. It's about women and men, allowing our men to be masculine, be our protectors and things like that. And allowing a little submission, being submissive a little bit. I feel like women need to be a little more submissive, especially some of my beautiful, beautiful Nubian women, our beautiful shades of rainbow, I feel like we should be a little more submissive. But I feel like this, I feel like it's time for women to be empowered. I feel like it's our turn to really improve this planet the right way. Things need to change. Things have been done in a wicked way. Also, there's been good things. And when I was talking about balancing it out, I was saying, when I was talking about how I don't know how many people done came to this dumpster dumping stuff since I've been here. There wasn't that many people moving over here dumping till I came here. When I was talking about as far as the government and things like that, I feel like, for a lot of us, me on this journey, I straight up looked at the government like they were horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. But what we have to understand, things are done for a reason. Whether we understand it or not, everything is done for a reason. I don't feel like all the government is no good. I feel there's a lot of beautiful people that's in a higher power, and this is how I look at it. I'd be like, damn, they got the courage to be able to be looked at and talked about and bashed and all of that, to be in these positions, because somebody has to do it. We have to have balance on this planet. You have to have things that's not right. And I hate to say it like that. And I don't want people to think that, girl, you just off of the neck. No, I'm about the positive. But I'm also learning we have to have balance on this planet. You got to understand, without negative, without darkness, there is no light, because you're not going to know it's light if there's no darkness. And certain people are put in certain positions for certain reasons. Not all these people all the time want to do the things that they are doing. That's with just regular human beings. This is one thing I had to learn. I had to learn to really open my eyes to good people and not shun everybody in certain positions, because they're there for a reason. And a lot of the time it's to help us, whether it's to help us wake our ass up or to really help us. We got to understand what the purpose is and start really getting down to what we need to do for ourselves, and stop worrying about so much what the power is doing and they doing this and they doing that. Like I said before, I don't get wrapped up in the government. I don't get concerned with the red or the blue. I don't, because they both on the same team. So it doesn't matter to me. I don't get wrapped up in that. I don't vote. But I do listen to some of the things, and I understand why things happen the way they do. But me personally, I feel there needs to be a change on this planet. I feel like it's time for women to really step up and be in control of things now. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think there will be a big difference, because before, way back when we ended up on this planet, women were the original ones running things. And let's just be real about it. There's ancient queens and empresses, and that really ran things, and we have to understand why people have been brainwashed to look at women on a lower totem pole, like we just women. We stay in your place in the kitchen, or women who work. All women that work just think they don't want no man, they too independent. No, that has nothing to do with it, because at the end of the day, there's not a woman, no matter how many women sit up and say they don't want a man in their life, they do. It's just finding somebody compatible. And I'm not talking about compatibility with money. I'm talking about compatibility with your mind, with your spirit, with self-love, loving yourself. Because you have some men who feel a certain type of way because their woman make more money than them, or they feel like they have to compete with their woman, when we are a team. When you with somebody, it's about being a team, and it's not about what somebody else got or it's about loving each other enough to lift each other up and keep each other lifted up. And that's what it's about. I feel a lot of that needs to be pushed and changed. And even for some women who really do think like that, because there are some women that some men feel intimidated and threatened by, like, she don't need me, she got this, she got that. But what men fail to realize, you got to step out of your ego and step out of your of being looking down on yourself, because it's not about that. It's about inside. It's about what can man, she a good woman, I'm a good man, we can come together and we can do this together and grow and build. That's what it's about. It's not about looking at some of these men want to judge some of these women, especially some of these black women. That's a whole nother story. I literally I hung up on somebody. I ain't even gonna say it was a family member. I had to hang up on him because he sounded like a clown. He literally was just had nothing nice to say about black women. And it was kind of unfortunate, because a lot of the time it's because, people look at, it's a reflection. People are self-reflecting. And that's not just, just getting off topic off of relationships. People self-reflect. A lot of the times people want to find something negative about somebody, and it doesn't even matter what they've done in the past. People can see your change and still want to find negativity on you because they're not happy with themselves. People do a lot of self-reflecting. They see you and point and think and dig for something. And all they doing is looking at themselves and miserable and unhappy because of who they are and the bad choices that they've made. I had to go there on that. But that's just, how it is and I feel like a lot of the times, I feel like right now is it's time for women to really step up. There's so much that we want to do and want to change. Like, they're trying to tell us what we can do with our body. I did a YouTube video on that. I would say like last month, I did a YouTube video on that about how I felt about this whole abortion law and all that. I mean, I don't agree with anybody being told what to do. I don't. Especially when it comes to the woman's body. But there are certain areas that I feel it's about focusing on the wrong things. It's a difference from them trying to stop us from having to create, because a lot of us we're here to create. But we got to understand, people feel because, I feel like this. Like I said before, I really don't even like going into it because I feel like a broken record. I've already talked about it. I don't like keep talking about the same thing I already talked about. But since we there, I feel like this whole abortion law that they're trying to keep people from having abortions, folks are like, they can't tell us what to do with our body, things like that. Absolutely not. But at the same time, how negligent do you want to be? Like, we're not talking about, like I said, this has nothing to do with people who have had a little major mistake, been assaulted, all type of stuff that happened. We talk about folks that's out here reckless, knowing it don't matter. People be like, it's my body, even if I want. It don't matter. You're bringing in babies. You're creating. It's kind of like this. Stop putting yourself in positions where you feel like you got to go have an abortion. That's how I feel about it. And I'm just speaking on that because this is a lesson for all of us, every woman. I'm not speaking on women who had made mistakes and, other things. We're not talking about that. I have to keep saying that because some people get real touchy with this subject. Yeah, it's not about that. It's about respecting your vessel, knowing that you're spiritual beings, and each time you create and bring another being into this planet, it's a spirit. Anytime you taking that life of that child, that spirit is still going to come back. We got to understand the difference in that. We got to understand, to me, I feel like this. Maybe when they stop the abortions, people quit being so negligent and just, being reckless out here with reckless sex. That's the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about the reckless ones who just out here. You got some women that had abortion after abortion after abortion, knowing that they can go get an abortion, if they go make a boo-boo and be trifling. I'm just saying. Don't life is, life. If you don't want that to happen, be careful, be cautious, take care of your vessel. That's what it's about. It's about take care of your vessel. But yes, I just wanted to come through with this video because I was thinking about it. I was seeing how the weather and things, how it's been really, really hot, and then they got the wildfires going on. I don't think that some of the excuses that they come up with these wildfires, I don't agree with it. I feel like they start them. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a realist. I'm sorry. That's just my own personal opinion, though. That's my own personal opinion. But we gotta understand why things happen and why they do the things that they do, because this is how the world is set up. It's set up this way. It's kind of like you are in a world stage, but it's all about the mind. It's your mindset. It's about controlling the masses, what you feed into, what agenda you gonna rock with, what you want to do. That's why when I got in touch with my own spirituality and spiritual journey, I started getting in touch with myself and allowing spirit to give me the downloads and open my eyes to a lot. Sometimes I think my third eye be open too much, because I'm like, man, a lot of stuff I see, I'm just not interested in a lot of things no more, because I see through it. And I'm at peace with it because I know why the things happen. It's not like it gets me like I used to do when I first started my spiritual journey. Everything used to get to me. Everything. When I started seeing the truth in everything got to me. But then it's kind of like you got to understand why things happen. This program, this is how it has to work. Everything is set to happen a certain way. And it's all about you as a being, as a spiritual being. What do you do with what you know, what you find out, the things you see, the control you have over your life? Because we have control over our life and our destiny and our path, even as a Black people, even as Nubians. Understand the true where religion really came from. Understand your heritage, your spirituality, things like that. So people not looking so negative. People think that because we don't follow religion, we got to be devil worshipers and shit like that. No, absolutely not. Because even a lot of people who follow these religions sitting up doing the most wicked shit. I'm just keeping it real. So we can't be quick to judge people. Spiritual journey teaches you to work on your inner. Everything is spiritual. Connecting with spirit, energy, vibration. No, it's about knowing the control that you have over yourself and your life. Understanding why the things are happening in your life. When you sit up and have that intuition, when you drive and you got that intuition, something telling you to turn left and you don't turn left. And you all of a sudden go up and end up getting into an accident with your spirit. That's your spirit. See, we sit up and say our first mind. Back then it was our first mind. No, that's your spirit telling you, no, turn. Because there's something up ahead, things we don't think about. But when you on a different journey, it's deep. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than just sitting up, reading the Bible, reading some verses, going to church, pretending like you're holier than thou, judging everybody because they don't believe in what you believe in. A lot of us spiritual beings, we follow the knowing. We don't do belief systems. I'm not knocking anybody or whatever. It is what it is. But just don't come to me with the Christianity. That's all I'm saying. I still love my Christian brothers and sisters. Everybody have a right to follow the path that works for them. But don't sit up and bash people who follow spirituality, because I could go there. Spirituality has nothing with to do with devil worshiping. It has a lot to do with you working on being who you are, understanding your purpose, knowing you're a spiritual being, knowing you have power, control, energy, vibration, everything is energy. What you put out is what you get back, karma. People quick to throw everything to Jesus and not want to take accountability. No, what you put out there is what's coming back, because you put that energy out there. It ain't got nothing to do with Jesus coming to save you or Jesus gonna do something to you. Nah, even Jesus know about the whole spiritual journey. I had to post that on my page, for a lot of people who think that, look at spirituality as a negative thing. Like, it just doesn't make, people have a choice. Some people can take their spirituality and do Satan worshiping and all that. And then some people live in a dark side on the spiritual journey. Some people live in a light side. I'm a light being. I do my light work. I don't get into all that dark shit, but I will tap into my dark energy if I need to. That's just how it is. That's with every human being. That's even with Christians, going to church every Sunday, then getting up, going to party on Saturday, drunk, drinking, acting the fool, then turn around, go to church on Sunday thinking that God gonna give them and Jesus gonna save them. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. But yeah, I just wanted to come through y'all with this video. I'm about to get on this swing and swing. Y'all see that swing? I'm about to have me some fun on this swing, and then I'm about to take me a walk. But thank you guys for tuning into my video. I pray that you guys continue to love yourself no matter what. Stay at the highest vibration as possible. No matter what anyone says, know that you are special. Know that you have a purpose here. You are a special being. We all are special. And always stay connected with your inner self, spirit, the Most High God, creator of all things, and a beautiful universe. That's what we got to do. Continue to put out positive energy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Peace, love, and light.